Good morning, good life. Welcome back to Amy TV. One of the most important things that I've done to improve my brand is hire a team. But it also took me way too long to start. So in this episode, I want to talk about how to hire your first employees and where we're going to find that superstar talent that's going to take your mission to the next level. It's all thanks to our partners of this episode of Amy TV, which is our friends at LinkedIn. More on that later. Let's go meet the team.
And I am the social media and community manager here at Gatlu House.
Hi, I'm Monica. I'm Amy's executive assistant here at Gatlu House.
Bonjour, I'm Lila, and I'm the chief of staff here at Gatlu House.
I'm gonna actually do a job listing on LinkedIn Jobs. I happen to be hiring right now, so you're actually going to watch me create a real listing. LinkedIn Jobs is my go-to place to hire because we are connected to so many different people and it's so easy for word of mouth. And it's totally free to list for a job for your company. So we're gonna head over first to the LinkedIn Jobs website and we're gonna fill in just a couple of fields, really simple to get us started. So of course, put your job title in there. People need to know what they're signing up for and the company that they will work for. Whether or not you're going to be remote for this position or they need to be in the office with you, put the location for where they can expect to be calling their home base, as well as full-time or part-time, just to get us started. So I already have a pre-prepared job description. I'm just gonna paste that in here now. You want to give a full idea of what your expectations are in the position. Kind of like we talked about earlier, we want people to feel prepared, know what they're getting into. You'll also have a place on this listing to add specific skills that you hope people in this position will have, and you'll notice that some of them get pre-populated once you post your description, which is really helpful. Okay, so I really like this last piece. It's these pre-screening questions. It kind of gives people an opportunity to expand on what their actual experience is with the different things that you talked about in your job listing. So give that a look through and mark a couple of them required or not, depending on how specific you think it is within the job. And we have now listed our job on LinkedIn. Watch for those applicants to come flooding in. I'm so excited because mission accomplished. I just want to share a few things that are really, really important when it comes to the preparation, okay? Because the environment, the culture that you create within your company is directly associated to the success that your future employees will have. You may think you're not going to be able to figure this out until people are on your team, but by then it'll be too late. You've got to get people on board, but you need to know how to welcome them. You and your company are the entire reason why anyone who works for you does not succeed. It can be very, very easy to blame people and say, oh, they said they were good at this and now that they're here, it's not going so well. But having that connection to your brand, to the vision, to why you do what you do is so important for setting them up for success. Do not let them decide if they care. Guide them into why they could. Couple things to get clear on. First, how will you welcome people into your company? How will you give them that clarity? Something that we do at Gatlu House is we have a retreat every year. We talk about the vision, we talk about our core values, and whether our employees are present live for that presentation or they watch it on replay because they joined us at another point, they get that full immersive experience as to why we do what we do, and it gives them that sense of ownership within the company before they've even done any of the work they've been assigned to do. Also get clear on how you will train people on their position. What we show them is what they will do. Maybe they've got some skills coming in, but we want them to know how we do things best within our company. So how will you set aside time for that training and give them that moment to get on board in the right way for your brand? Showing how you do things differently and keeping it cohesive across all of your team is so important. I also love to have recordings of things that are easy to learn, but don't have to have a meeting or a training session every single time somebody needs to remember how to do it. So we use tools to record ways of doing things so that they can always go back and refer to instructions whenever they're doing those tasks again. Having that infrastructure in place before they get on board, knowing where those trainings will be, what tools you use to acquire them is really important. Also get clear on how you're gonna touch base with people regularly. So many companies are able to work remotely now, which is amazing because you can save a lot on expenses, but that makes the connection with your team even more important. You have to find ways to facilitate that relationship. So how will you touch base with your employees on a regular basis? We have actual touch bases on a monthly basis, myself and my employees, as well as other superiors within the company, meeting with them more regularly. They also attend daily meetings so they can stay very focused on what their priorities are for each day. Don't overcommit the meetings, but make sure there's just enough so that people don't feel lost and they're given a platform to talk about what they're struggling with, what they need help with, or what we could all do as an organization to get better. We even just do a little monthly happy hour, even if it's just digital or in person, which is awesome too. It gets an opportunity for everyone to let loose. We don't have to talk about work, and as much as people are comfortable, can talk about what's going on in their personal lives, which ultimately helps us to be able to support our employees so much by knowing what that balance is like, because they're not owners. They don't have the same incentive that I do to boost my business. So as much as I can support them in what is important to them, I know they'll show up at their best every day. Okay, so those are some important basics. You've probably got your job listing ready, but we really have to do one more thing. It is so important that you take your position to LinkedIn Jobs. When you're connected with so many people, the right people connect you to the top talent for your organization. So before we can list, we have to have a couple of things on our profile. First, we need a picture. We need to know who we're working with. So share your best headshot in your profile. Don't forget to add your location. We want to know where the company is based. And then there's a summary. This is a real snapshot at what your career has been and what people can expect when they work for you. We all know that LinkedIn is one of the best places to showcase how connected that we are with so many different professionals. What better place to find top talent than here, especially through word of mouth of people who already know you and what your mission is. So very excited that you can post this for free. I would love to hear from you. What is the first position that you would hire for if you were heading over to LinkedIn Jobs? Leave that in the comments down below. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Remember, subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life you want. Cheers. If you're hiring or you have your own business or this was interesting in general, definitely check out a couple of other videos that I've made. I've been doing this YouTube thing for a long time, so there's bound to be something that's gonna continue to help you. Check it out.